The 5th annual 2024 National Health Research Conference will be taking place on the 22nd of November at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Joining us this morning via Zoom to share more is Dr. Dave Cassie, co-chair of the Inter-Institution Planning Committee. Good morning, Dr. Cassie, and welcome.
Thank you, and good morning, Natasha. It's good to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you with us on the show this morning, Dr. Cassie. Let's get straight into the conversation when it comes to this itself. This is the 5th annual National Health Research Conference taking place. What have you seen over the past, well, let's say 5 years of this taking place? Have you seen positive impacts on the health research community?
Yeah, so what's been happening is that, first of all, let me also bring you greetings from the chair of the Interinstitutional Planning Committee, Professor Donald Simeon, and our team of committed members who have been able to put on this for the last 5 years. So over the years, yes, you would have seen in terms of the highlighting of research that is indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to health and health-related research. So, of course, we've had growing impact because there's been quite a lot of interest. And even up to last year, we had to actually, we were so oversubscribed, we had to actually turn people away. So in other words, it has been growing over the years. There has been increased interest in the conference. And of course, the conference is providing that platform where researchers in health and health-related research can provide, we provide an opportunity for them, that forum for them, to highlight research that's happening in Trinidad and Tobago. It's improving collaboration as well among the institutions that we have. Of course, the Interinstitutional Planning Committee is made up of a diverse number of organizations and institutions, including the Ministry of Health, the UE, the USC, the UTT, regional health authorities, Tobago House of Assembly, and of course the RHAs across the region of Trinidad and Tobago. So having that wide and vast area of people being involved, information is being disseminated and research is being highlighted so that persons are becoming more in tune with what is taking place in health research in particular in Trinidad and Tobago.
Now, Dr. Cassie, let's speak about the theme for this year as we speak about what's taking place in health research particularly. Why did you choose the theme of digital this year, and what are some of the main objectives that you're hoping to achieve?
Okay, so in this, well, again, the committee would have decided on this theme. Of course, it was more of a democratic process where persons would have put forward ideas of what we should talk about. But digital health transformation, leveraging technology for better care is the theme. And of course, it's focusing on digital innovations because we are looking at how this is reshaping healthcare delivery, management, and patient outcomes. And let's be real that the advent of digital health in terms of, I remember seeing a story a little while, maybe about 2 months ago, where even the Minister of Health was introducing health service robots. Yeah, that will be something that will be used going forward in the health sector. So we are looking at how we can integrate advanced technology, such as AI and telemedicine, wearable devices, health records, mobile apps, and data analytics into healthcare systems, because the age of digital health is here, and we have to be cognizant and embrace it and integrate it as far as possible within the healthcare system.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, of course, that positively impact the healthcare system. Now, we did mention, of course, that this is happening on the 22nd of November, but also knowing that there is a pre-conference workshop taking place as well. What exactly is the pre-conference workshop about?
Okay, so we're having this pre-conference workshop, and of course, I must pay kudos here to Dr. Lydia Campbell-George, who spearheaded a subcommittee to put on this virtual pre-conference workshop. So what we plan to do in this pre-conference workshop is to also, as one of the objectives of the conference, is to build capacity in researchers. And the theme of this workshop is expanding knowledge and skills for evidence research across disciplines. So, and this is going to be held November 12th and 14th. And we have a gifted and experienced experts from Loma Linda University Health Center for Evidence Synthesis that would be providing that would be facilitating this, excuse me, facilitating this workshop, and it's geared towards bringing together persons who are interested in a particular type of research, a research method, because there are quite a number of tools that are available to researchers, and one of them is systematic review. And just in a nutshell, what it involves is really about gathering, evaluating, and summarizing all available studies on a specific topic or question in a structured and very organized way. So the idea, of course, is that you're using very clear and detailed, a step-by-step plan in order to search for relevant studies and assess their quality and combine their findings. So this is a very important tool for young early researchers, even persons who might be already in the research field, because we need to recognize that if we are pushing a research agenda, then it's important to build capacity within the institutions that conduct research, and therefore that we're calling out all those young researchers, undergrads, postgrads, to sign up for this virtual conference. The deadline is November 4th, and it's $100 for students and $300 for non-delegates. And if you do sign up for the virtual conference, you do get if you do sign up for the main conference, you do get a 50% off the registration fee for the virtual pre-conference workshop. So that is in a nutshell what the pre-conference workshop is about. It's about equipping young researchers with the skills in systematic reviews.
So now let's move to the 22nd to the 24th, which is taking place at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. I understand that you have some keynote speakers lined up, and you also have an award ceremony. Can you give us a brief overview of what we can expect over the 22nd to 24th?
Right. So the 22nd is the main conference, right? It's November 22nd. It's a Friday, and it will be held at Hyatt Regency. And during the entire day, we're going to have, in the morning session, we have one of the main speakers, Mr. Marcelo D'Agostino. He's the Chief of Information Systems and Digital Health at the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO. And he brings to us a depth of experience on digital transformation in the Americas. And in fact, his talk is going to be the digital transformation of the health sector in the Americas, opportunities and challenges. So leaving the morning session, where of course the opening ceremony starts around 8, and we will have, in addition to our main speaker, the Minister of Health is guided to give opening remarks, as well as the principal of the UWI campus, Professor Bell, Professor Prakash from UTT, the president of UTT is going to be there, as well as Dr. Colwick Wilson, the president of USC. So as we go through the morning's program, we will also have oral presentations as well as poster presentations. And the oral presentations can vary from topics related to digital health, mental health and well-being, infectious disease, and non-communicable diseases, nutrition, and veterinary studies, among others. So if I just wanted to quickly highlight, let's say, one or two of these types of presentations, you can hear an audit of patient satisfaction in relation to telemedicine at the Rheumatology Outpatient Clinic at the San Fernando Teaching Hospital. So having said that title, I want to also emphasize the fact that the research is current and it is relevant to Trinidad and Tobago, because without research information and evidence, we cannot make decisions. And hence another reason for highlighting research is the fact that we can inform decision and policy makers of what is taking place in the health sector. So other types of other presentations include exploring factors affecting technological acceptance among healthcare professionals, a systematic review, perceptions of workplace violence and safety in emergency departments, a survey of the staff of the emergency departments in the Southwest Regional Health Authority. Again, with this title only, you can recognize we are being the researchers are being relevant to what is taking place in our country in the health sector. So right through the morning, we have these presentations, as I said, in the form of oral as well as poster presentations. And then in the evening, we close with the award ceremony, as well as the other keynote speaker, which is none other than Dr. Dan Ramdass, who has actually, he will be awarded or will be presented with the Lifetime Achievement Award. And Dr. Dan has actually been a very distinguished researcher over the years in Trinidad and Tobago, and as well he has been a previous full professor at the Faculty of Medical Sciences at UWI, and he currently serves as an adjunct professor and director of the Guelph Research and Development Center in Canada. And let me just quickly state, in terms of his research work, it was really based upon things that are relevant, again, to our health sector, because one of his research work was actually based on community-based interventions to reduce chronic disease burden in adults and to promote healthy lifestyles in young school children. In fact, one of his early research had actually led to the development of what we describe as the F100 therapeutic feed for severe malnutrition in children. Additionally, some of the things that he's done is, in fact, that he's been heavily involved in the preparation of clinical practice guidelines for diabetes and hypertension in the Caribbean, and has led the development of the current WHO and PAHO Caribbean Dietary Reference Intake Guidelines. So just to give you a quick snapshot of what the work that Dr. Dan Ramdatt has done, and what he's being awarded for. So within that closing ceremony, apart from his presentation, which he will do on dietary guidelines for NCD prevention, why aren't we there yet? We will also have the presentation of prizes for the early career researcher, for the best undergraduate student researcher, for the postgraduate student researcher, as well as best oral presentation and best poster presentation. We also have like an open category where conference delegates can choose their best poster. And of course, the evening culminates with the presentation of the award to Dr. Dan Ramdatt for the Research in Health Lifetime Achievement Award. And that, in a nutshell, is the highlight of the day on the 22nd of November.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And Dr. Cassie, thank you for joining us this morning. It's been a pleasure to have you. All the best, and hoping that you have a great weekend, and also happy Diwali to you and yours. Speaking about the Health Research Conference, the 5th annual one taking place in Trinidad and Tobago in November. You can get more information at their website, and stay tuned because we have more information for you right after this break.